Hey guys, don't mind the hat. It's an admin day today. I had my meetings this morning, so now I'm back home, just doing my thing on my computer. But anyways, I wanted to talk about those last two closings that I had because I feel like what happened in them is good information for the consumer. So if you know someone who's looking to purchase a home, and even also good information for agents, because things happen that I really just haven't really seen. So I'll start with Marvin. So Marvin Way, again, congratulations to my clients, the Ross. That property was such a score. Guys, that lot was almost a quarter acre. So it was absolutely massive. And when they had seen the property on the MLS, they sent it over. And I was like, I don't know that this is going to work for your guys' loan, because in the agent confidential remarks, the agent had mentioned that she wasn't sure if it would go VA. And the reason why is the siding was, in her opinion, pretty worn, pretty weathered. I mean, the house was built in 1950 and everything, just about everything, was original to 1950. And so I, had looked through the photos and we just kind of felt like, okay, well, I think maybe this could work. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. I thought it was worth a shot. And so we did go ahead and schedule a showing. By the time, we got there and were able to look at the siding, I was pretty confident that I thought it could work VA. I thought that, the siding was worn and definitely weathered. And I mean, weathered like the boards were like super warped. There was even some boards that were chipped. And then the paint obviously needed to be redone. But I thought that it could still potentially work VA. I didn't see anything, in my opinion, that was significant dry rot. And the thing about military loans is you are required to have a pest inspection. And if that pest inspection shows termites or dry rot, safety concerns, health concerns, the VA is likely to request those things to be fixed before you can close. And so that's why, the listing agent just wasn't sure if it would work. But anyways, we felt pretty confident. And so we went ahead and made an offer, and we were competing with a second offer. And at the end of the day, it worked out. My clients got it. It was actually a really relatively smooth transaction. I was a little bit nervous, obviously, when the pest inspection came. But that inspection almost had no dry rot. It was like maybe $1,500 in section 1 or dry rot that needed to be fixed. So not much at all. And we were able to actually get a different form. It's the NPMA 33 form, which I know is kind of talking in the weeds, but basically it made it so we didn't actually have to have a section 1 clearance. We were able to close on the property and, just negotiate things that we needed to negotiate with the seller, but nothing was actually required to be done before we closed. So that was a huge win. So just, I guess, on that note, if you kind of, have this gut feeling that, I don't know, maybe this could work, kind of go with that gut feeling, right? And go and see it. Don't discount sometimes those properties, because had we done that, had I had said, no, guys, it's not going to work, there's just no way, they would have totally missed out on this house. And here it was. It actually did work just fine. And this was a house that was always meant to be theirs. And then the second thing that was very interesting was during the appraisal, my client, Cameron, he was very adamant that he felt that the square footage that was on the tax records was wrong. Now, it's not uncommon for tax records to be incorrect, from bedroom count to the size, the year, all kinds of things. It's not super uncommon for them to be wrong. And so, I was like, okay, well, the appraisal is going to happen and the appraiser is going to verify if the property is in fact that size. They're going to measure it. And lo and behold, it was not the size that the tax records had said. It was exactly almost to what he had thought, 300 square feet smaller. And thankfully, it didn't influence the opinion of value with the appraiser, thankfully. But it was just so interesting. And in the almost 10 years of doing this, selling lots of homes, I have never had that happen. So anyways, it was really fun. And it just all ended up working out. This was one of those transactions where I definitely learned some things and took things with me. And I'm super grateful for my clients, happy for us agents, happy for the seller that everything worked out the way that it did.